Hello and welcome to another episode of Carlton Club Corner. Hope you enjoyed the first one. This is episode 2. Where do I start? Okay, so Carlton played a practice match against Melbourne on Wednesday night, again in 38 degree heat. You wouldn't believe it. 2 weeks in a row, 38 degree heat. And I want to talk about it. So in the previous episode, I said they had a horrendous unofficial practice match, and they've got a game against Melbourne the week after to redeem themselves, which was 2 days ago. However, they didn't redeem themselves. They were just as bad. They actually looked lost at times. I must be missing something here. Either they flicked a switch against Brisbane next Friday, or they're just no good and they miss finals. It's one or the other. I don't understand. Personally, I think we're going to struggle this year, and I'll give you the reasons why. The resurgence last year, say around 13 or 14, where we won 6 or 7 on the trot, I believe it was led by 4 players: Jack Silvani, Zach Fisher, Paddy Dow, and Charlie Curnow. 3 out of those 4 aren't playing this year. 2 are no longer at the club. Silvani, unfortunately, did his knee, and Charlie's still there. So, how do we win games? How do we win games without Paddy Dow, who stepped up, Zach Fisher, who stepped up, and Jack Silvani, who stepped up? We don't win it with Mark Pitnet, let me tell you. He's not a number 6 ruckman. He's hopeless. I wouldn't even have him on the list, let alone in the best 22. You've just signed a guy for 2 years, Tom De Koning, who he signed because he just wants to see. He signed for only 2 years so he can see how the club goes, what they can offer him. Not playing him as a full-time ruckman, you're kidding yourself. You're kidding yourself. He's gone. At the end of next year, he's gone. Unless Carlton get rid of this Pitnet guy, which is going to be hard to do because we signed him for 3 years, which I have no idea how or why. But anyway, so Tom De Koning needs to be our first ruck by himself, and that's it. We don't need Pitnet. We've got Harry McKay can play in the ruck. At the pinch. Who else can play in the ruck? Mitch McGovern can play in the ruck. Let's be honest. Unless you've got an exceptional ruckman, it's not that important a position. I think De Koning could be an exceptional ruckman, but he needs to play there. There's no point if he doesn't play there. And Harry McKay. Where do we go from here? He missed the goals by 25 metres, 25 metres out. So let's talk about Harry McKay. Harry, what are we going to do with you? I know what Carlton's going to do with you. They're going to sign you for another 15 years. You're on a fortune there. You're one of the highest paid there. You can't kick a football. Seriously, he missed a shot at goal, 25 metres out. He kicked it 25 metres the other way.
29 goals, 29 last season. Former Coleman medalist, and that won't do his confidence any good, or the confidence of some Blue supporters.
It's about 25 metres off target. Dropped it sideways. Absolute shocker off the boot. Got a little bit too close to the man on the mark.
To the right or whatever. How do you do that? How? I'm done with Harry McKay, personally. I'd trade him. Because you don't win premierships with forwards who kick like that. You just don't. And if you don't believe me, see Matthew Richardson. Great player, tried hard, worked hard, couldn't kick to save his life. Where are the leaders? Yes, I'm looking at you, Patrick Cripps, Charlie Curnow, and Sam Doherty. You're the leaders of this club, and you trot out in a practice match like you don't even care. That's not good enough. I'm sorry. That's disgusting. you're playing Brisbane, who are, if not the premiership favourites, second premiership favourites, up in Brisbane, and you play two horrendous practice matches. At one stage against Melbourne 2 nights ago, it was 4 goals straight at halftime Carlton, and Melbourne with 10 goals 3. How do you only have 4 shots a goal in a half of football in perfect conditions? I'm staggered. Now, just getting back to the leaders, the best 2 players on the ground on Wednesday were Max Gawn, who's a premiership captain, and Christian Petrarca, who's a Norm Smith medalist. Captain and vice-captain. That's leadership. That's leadership, Carlton. You've done nothing yet. You've played in the preliminary final and got belted. That's not enough for me. I don't like Michael Voss handing over to Ash Hansen to coach either. Again, you've proven nothing. What we should be so dialed in at this time of the year, it's not funny, and yet we're not. And why, I don't know. I don't know. Everyone's just too comfortable again. We've signed Voss for 2 years. He's comfortable now. Everyone's happy. The president wants to stay on for another 3 years. Everyone's comfortable. Everyone's signed. Everyone's happy. Sorry, Carlton. It doesn't work like that. Steel Sidebottom said it best. He said Collingwood's best from last year won't win the premiership this year. And I agree 100% with that. Because I can't see any improvement from last year. I could actually see that we've gone backwards, personally. I don't see where the improvement's going to come from. Please let me know in the comments down below where you think the improvement's coming from. Because Charlie Kerner kicked 81 goals. Harry McKay kicked 40-odd. He's not going to kick much more than that. Where are the goal kickers? We've got 2 goal kickers. There's no third option apart from Silvania, who's out for the year. So please explain to me where the goals are going to come from this year. I'm staggered. And don't give me Jack Martin because he's always injured. He's injured again. So, Carlton. You frustrate the hell out of me. Seriously. Again, turn it on against Brisbane next week and I'll shut up. But nothing less than 4 points is good enough for me next week because of the crap that you've shown in the last 2 weeks. 4 points against Brisbane. I don't care where it is. I know it's hard up there. I know it's going to be hot. I know it's going to be slippery. I don't care. It's irrelevant. In your minds, you think everything's okay with the last 2 weeks. So that tells me that you're going to go up to Brisbane. You're fine. You're cherry ripe to beat Brisbane. I don't think you've got a hope in hell, personally. And to take it one step further, I think we're going to struggle against Richmond in round 2. God help Carlton if they lose 2 in a row. Brisbane I can cop to a certain point because they're a good side. But based on our lackluster performances, we should be coming out firing in that first round. Or it's not even the first round. It's round 0. Stupid. But don't be losing against Richmond. I'm warning you guys. Do not be losing against Richmond. It'll be a time bomb ready. I'm a time bomb ready to explode when it comes to losing to Richmond. Now, don't get me wrong. Richmond could be a good side this year. I don't think they will be. But if we've got any aspirations to finish in the top 4, to give ourselves a chance to win a premiership, we need to be beating the Richmonds of the world. Personally, I don't think we finish top 4. That's a story for another day. Let's leave it there. It can go on for an hour, but I won't. There you have it. Another episode of Carlton Club Corner in the books. That was episode number 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed episode 1. I'll put the link in the description. Let me know in the comments what you thought. Love reading your comments. I promise I'll get back to everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Go Blues.